GETTY Kim Jongun continued war of words could spark WW3 with the North. The Kim family have built up an empire based on ideology and propaganda, which sees the people of North Korea guided by a political philosophy that places commitment to the state above all else, and the regime has a raft of terminology to glorify the North Korean dictator and brainwash his 25+ million citizens into justifying his strength and rule. For example, the expression Juche has an influence on the everyday lives of North Koreans and explains why freedoms of any sort, including religion, are scarce in a nation that treats its leaders like a god of the mythical world. Founded by Kim Jong-un's grandfather, Kim Il-sung, the expression Juche means self-reliance, and as a political philosophy the people of the secretive state are forced to believe that to maintain independence, any influence from the outside world must be excluded. GETTY World War III could erupt between North Korea and the U.S. The Kim family have built up an empire based on ideology and propaganda. The history of the ideology's key role in North Korea becoming what it is today dates back to Kim Il-sung's reign as he attempted to build his regime after the 195,053 Korean War. Kim Il-sung described the ideology during the aftermath of the Korean War in 1955, saying all ideological work must be subordinated to the interests of the Korean Revolution. In other words, it means the state, its leaders and its political vision come before the interests and identities of its citizens. Kim Il-sung also explained establishing Juche means, in a nutshell, being the master of revolution and reconstruction in one's own country. Friday, November 10, 2017. Keep clear. North Korean embassy officials are cautious about security. This means holding fast to an independent position, rejecting dependence on others, using one's own brains, believing in one's own strength, displaying the revolutionary spirit of self-reliance, and thus solving one's own problems for oneself on one's own responsibility under all circumstances. Fast forward to modern-day North Korea, and Kim Jong-un is often known to urge unyielding efforts to develop North Korea's economy and make it Juche-based. The word in turn invokes a nationalist spirit for North Korean independence, which in turn justifies threats of war, famine and economic stagnation. A monument called the Juche Tower is located in Pyongyang. GETTY The expression Juche has an influence on the everyday lives of North Koreans. The Kim family have also brainwashed their people into believing the Korean People's Army is the nation's top priority with the use of the philosophy Songun. It is the military first policy of the North and sees Kim's henchmen dominate even political and economic life in North Korea. Again coined by Kim Il-sung in 1962, the ideology aimed to arm the entire population and fortify the state. The phrases Kim Il-sungism and Kim Jong-ulism also explain why the country is intent on a destructive path to nuclear war. The words have been coined to praise late leaders Kim Il-sung and Kim Jong-il, and refer to their philosophies of Songun and Juche. State propaganda uses them to justify its nuclear power to confront threats from the U.S. A previous article in state media Rodong Sinmun said Korean-style socialism has victoriously advanced along the orbit of Juche, which no formidable enemy dares to provoke. This is a clear proof of the validity and vitality of great Kim Il-sungism, Kim Jong-ilism. Some experts even claim the terminology, which demands unconditional loyalty from its followers, has evolved into a religion. Writing for Stanford Journal of East Asian Affairs, Korean television host Grace Lee said when Kim Il-sung unilaterally declared Juche to be the governing principle of all aspects of North Korean life, as well as the ideological basis of all state policies, the philosophy gained the authority of Kim Il-sung's godlike status.